Bryony Frush, the Maryland Attorney General, said if the lawsuit progressed to the discovery phase, he and Karl Racine, the Attorney General for the District of Columbia, would seek to obtain the president's tax returns to gauge the extent of his business dealings. It is unprecedented that the American people must question day after day whether decisions are made and actions are taken to benefit the United States or to benefit Donald Trump, he said. The president's conflicts of interest threaten our democracy. The Justice Department had no immediate response. But in a brief filed last week in response to the New York case, the department argued that the earlier suit should be dismissed because the emoluments clauses were never intended to prohibit a president from owning a business while in office. Even if the president had violated those prohibitions, the department's lawyers contended, it is up to Congress, not a federal judge, to act. They also argued that the plaintiffs had shown no financial harm. In a statement, the Republican National Committee called the new lawsuit absurd. Lindsey Jancek, a spokeswoman, said, "The actions by the attorneys general represent the kind of partisan grandstanding voters across the country have come to despise." Monday's complaint claims that businesses owned by Mr. Trump divert customers away from businesses that the District of Columbia and Maryland either own, license or tax, harming those governments financially. For example, it contends the Trump International Hotel in Washington competes with facilities owned or operated by the city's government, including the Walter E. Washington Convention Center, its Armory and its Carnegie Library. It also competes with a government-owned conference center in Bethesda, Maryland, and a resort in Prince George's County, Maryland, that generates tax revenue for the state, the suit claims. Mr. Racine told reporters on Monday that just as states intervened to challenge Mr. Trump's efforts to limit travel from predominantly Muslim countries, he hoped to force the court to step in and evaluate Mr. Trump's business entanglements. Congress has given the president a total pass, he said. State attorney generals are serving as a necessary check and balance in the Trump era where others failed. The suit also claims that the president has used his position to help his businesses. His visits to the Trump Hotel have raised the business profile, the suit claims, and put competitors at a disadvantage.